Hello friends and welcome back to another gardening video. If your desert roses are looking more desert than roses and you're struggling to get these vibrant blooms, then you're not alone. In this video, I will show you the exact repotting secrets that unlock breathtaking adenium growth. I'll also show you some easy tips to design your adenium stems. So first of all, I'm going to pull out the adeniums from the soil. Now the soil is dry and I've dug it a little bit. Now this first adenium was never ever pruned or anything, so the caudex is very thin, and this one I had just cut it off once, and so you can see the caudex has become a little bit thicker. It's best not to hard prune and repot your adeniums at the same time, but over here I'm going to do both of these things together just to show you. So the first step is sterilizing my cutting blade. So over here I am using hand sanitizer. You can also use Dettol or alcohol and clean the cutting blade so that no fungal infection or any other infection happens to your adenium. Then I'm going to straight away cut the adenium branch in this manner. Now I'm doing hard pruning, and I'm also going to repot these adenium stems so that I get a few more plants. And this is the other adenium. I'm going to trim these also, but I'm leaving a little bit of the branch because I want to create a design also. And I'm going to remove off the roots a little bit which are there on the top so that the caudex looks neat and clean. And this is just tidying up a little bit. I'm not going to cut off any of the lower roots for the time being, and I'm going to just do the same thing in the other one also. So after doing this, I'm going to use trichoderma powder and seal off all the cut edges. Now you can use trichoderma, you can use saf powder, any fungicide will do. You can put it in water and make a paste and apply, but since the adenium was giving out a lot of sap, I'm simply applying the trichoderma directly. You can wear gloves if you are sensitive to the sap of adenium. So wherever I've made cuts, I'm going to apply the saf powder or trichoderma powder. If you don't have these things, you can also apply Fevicol or nail polish. Usually turmeric powder does not help that much, but if you don't have anything else, you can try that out also. And on all the cut edges, I'm going to put this, and then I'm going to keep these adenium branches in a shaded area for a few days till the cut edges dry off a little bit, and then I'm going to be repotting them. For repotting, I'm going to use the same soil. So over here I'm taking out the soil. Now you can see how much dry the soil is. The soil should be like this when you are trying to take out the adenium plant. It should not be wet. And now I'm going to break up this soil into powder, and I'm going to leave it out in the sun to dry off completely. And this is called charging of the soil, so that if there is any fungi or anything in the soil, then that is going to get destroyed. So I'll be putting this out in the sun for at least 2 days because I don't get too much of sunlight in my balcony. But if you have really good sunlight, then 1 day is also enough. After doing this, I'll be using this same soil for repotting. Over here I am showing you the cut off edges of the adenium plant. You can see they have dried off nicely. So first of all, I'm going to design the branch of the larger adenium which is having a little bit of caudex. So I'm going to just tie this up and twist the two branches together. Now when you keep it in a shaded area for a few days, you will see that the branch is easier to work on because the turgidity is lost and it can twist and turn easily. So whenever you are thinking of creating any design with the adenium branches, make sure that you leave it out for a week or 15 days so that the branches lose the moisture and they become a little bit flaccid, so that you can twist and turn them easily without breaking, as you can see over here. And I'm tying them up with a piece of string, and this is the way I'm going to be designing the branches. And I'm going to put a piece of charcoal so that both the branches are a little bit away from each other. And this is the potting mix that I'll be creating. These are bigger pieces of, you can use bricks or broken pots and smaller ones also, and some charcoal. The soil already has sand, so I'm not adding any more. Over here I have a little bit of neem cake powder, and this is the vermicompost, or you can even use your homemade compost. And this is the same soil which I had recharged. So I'm going to mix the smaller bricks and the rest of the ingredients in the soil like so. The larger pieces of bricks or the broken pot mix is going to be used as the base of the pot. And over here I am also going to add a little bit of eggshell powder so that it gets a little bit of calcium and phosphorus also. You can also use bone meal if you want, and of course I am going to add some fungicide powder. So over here I am using trichoderma fungicide, and I am going to mix up everything together. And then for the pot preparation, in the lower part over the drainage hole I have put a big piece of broken bit of pot, and I am adding the other pieces on the lower part. Now doing this helps in proper drainage. And now I am going to fill in the pot with the mixture that we had created. This adenium mix is really good. It is a well draining adenium mix with all the nutrients that are needed by the adenium plant. So after filling the pot a little bit, I am going to place a piece of broken pot on the lower part of the adenium so that the roots spread out a little bit. And then I am going to place it, and I am going to make sure that the Caudex is a little bit above the soil so that it thickens up even more. I am not going to push it down in the soil, only the roots will be pushed down, and in this manner I am going to repot the adenium plant. And I am adding a little bit of more soil on top. Now since I am having only one pot and 2 adenium pieces, I am adding the other one also in this pot only. But ideally one adenium plant should be repotted in one pot only. But over here I am just going to put both of these together, and then after keeping them out for around 3 days, I am using a diluted solution of humic acid and watering it. You can water it after about a week also, but since I have not cut off the roots a lot, I have watered it after 3 days itself. Otherwise you should wait until the leaves come out and then water, or at least wait for about a week so that there is no rotting issue with the roots or the plant. Then after about a week or so, you'll see the new shoots coming out like so. So in this manner you can easily prune and repot your adenium plant and wait for the beautiful flowers in the coming months. I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.